and we will be live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wait, hold on a second. This takes a little bit more time to load than I thought. Not immediately.
It's there. YouTube is now live.
And yes, we are up.
Okay. Good morning. I'm going to call this meeting of the General Law Committee to order at 1:01 p.m. on Tuesday, February 2nd. Item number 2, remarks by the chairs. Chairman D'Agostino, do you have any comments?
Thank you, Senator. Hello? Again, just to note for the record that we'll hold the votes open until about 2:15 now. Sam, if you could send an email to committee members once we close the committee meeting, just to remind them to get their votes in, that would be great. And I'll do the same.
Yes.
And just for committee members, we had a number of referral bills come in. The committee leadership will be screening tomorrow. So we anticipate a couple more meetings being scheduled, maybe one next week and certainly down the road. And then we've got a long public hearing, likely a long public hearing for Thursday this week, where the liquor bills. The only remark I would make on that is just I'd ask everybody just be patient. You know, we're getting comments in. There was one big massive liquor bill. I'm sure the committee will talk about how to revise that, and I'm even anticipating maybe having I'm going to float this to committee leadership to you guys, but maybe just we have like a discussion day rather than even a vote day. So there'll be plenty of time to digest what comes in on those bills. So,
pardon me, Mr. Chairman. What time? I don't have screening on my calendar for tomorrow. Did we set a time for that?
yes, 1:00 tomorrow. Sam, did we send an invite to leadership?
Yes, we did.
I'll go dig
Make
it
sure you
out.
send calendar invites, Sam, to everybody so it populates on their calendars, please.
Yes. So when I send out the Zoom invitation, and since this was a Zoom meeting, it sends out as a calendar calendar invite as well.
Okay. All right. Yeah, tomorrow, Dave, and
Yeah.
we'll send out a list of the bills, a spreadsheet with the bills later today.
Found it. All set. Thanks.
Great.
All right.
Thank
you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Senator Whitcoast, do you have any comments?
No, sir. Ready to begin.
Okay. And Representative Ritigliano, do you have any comments?
Same here. Ready to begin. Thank you very much.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. So now on to item number 3, bills for review. I'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Senator
if
Whitcoast.
I may, I'd like to move that we establish a consent calendar.
Okay,
Second.
thank you. And Senator Whitcoast,
Chairman?
would you like to make a motion of?
Mr. Chairman, if I may, I'd like to move items number, I think there's 4 items on our agenda.
There are 5 items.
Items 1 through 5 on our agenda to be added to the consent calendar.
I would only just ask if we could do 1 through 4. I've got a minor technical change to 5, unfortunately, Kevin.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, items number 1 through 4 to be added to the consent calendar.
Okay.
Second.
Is there a second? So
Second.
Representative Ritigliano, second. Okay, so is there any discussion? So that would be items 1 through 4. So Senate Bill 264 is item 1, an act concerning fair reimbursement to retail dealers of power equipment. I believe that it was started by Representative Linda Orange. Senate Bill 263, an act concerning club permit and nonprofit club permit fees. House Bill 5311, an act concerning vessels, vehicles, and in-state transporters permits for alcoholic liquor. And House Bill number 5312, an act concerning acceptable forms of currency as payment in local businesses. Is there any discussion?
No, I just want to thank the chair and chairs and ranking members and members of the committee. That cash bill is my bill, and God willing, it's 3rd time lucky, because I think we've seen, particularly during the pandemic, how important it is for people to have the ability to use cash. So I want to thank the leadership and the committee.
Thank
So-
you for your advocacy on that, Representative Cheeseman. I know that former Representative Kim Rose is very appreciative of that. Senator Austin?
I have a couple of questions on the cash bill. So I'm wondering if Representative Cheeseman would give me a call later on to talk about this bill and why she believes that the importance of it.
Absolutely, be happy to, Senator.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, I went through that learning curve last year, Senator. So,
Thank you.
And is there any other discussion or any other questions on items 1 through 4? Our consent calendar? Okay. Rich, do we vote on the consent calendar, or do we go to item number 5 and then come back and vote on the consent calendar last?
Consent calendar first.
You can vote on it now if you want, or either or, Senator.
Okay. All right. So if there's no other discussion, I think we're going to have a roll call vote on the consent calendar. So Mr. Clerk, if you would call the roll, please.
Yes.
Well, excuse me, sorry, Senator, did someone state what the motion was? Joint favorable?
Joint favor, yes. So the
Yes.
motion was a consent calendar for a joint favorable report of items 1 through 4.
Okay, and the clerk needs to read each one of the bills and then the vote can commence. Or
Okay,
each one of the bill numbers, excuse me.
thank you. Okay, Mr. Clerk, if you would read the 4 bill numbers and then start with the roll call.
Okay. Senator Maroney,
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Clerk, you have to read all of the bill numbers on
Oh.
the consent calendar. So the bill numbers for items 1 through 4.
so the bill numbers for items 1 through 4. Bill numbers 264, 263, 5311, and 5312. Senator Maroney,
Yes. And just a reminder that I believe your camera has to be on when you cast your
yes.
roll call vote. So just to all of the members to make sure that their camera is on when they're called for their vote. Thank you.
and it also helps if everyone's on mute, and when I call your name, just unmute yourself, and then I can see, it'll be easier for me to see your face. Representative D'Agostino,
Representative D'Agostino votes yes.
Senator Bonferro, Representative Gibson,
Representative Gibson, yes.
Senator Whitcos,
Whitcos is a yes.
Representative Rutigliano,
Rutigliano is a yes.
Representative Ackert,
Representative Ackert is a yes.
Representative Ali Brennan,
Ali Brennan votes yes.
Representative Arconti,
Yes.
thank you. Senator Bradley, Representative Candelaria,
Candelaria votes yes.
Representative Cheeseman,
Cheeseman is a yes.
Representative D'Amelio, Representative Hayes,
Rep. Hayes votes yes.
Senator Kissel,
Senator Kissel votes yes.
Representative Luxembourg, Senator Austin,
Senator Austin, yes.
Representative Riley,
You're on mute,
Senator
Representative.
Riley, if you would unmute yourself.
Representative Riley votes yes.
thank you, Representative. Senator Winfield, Representative Winkler,
Representative Winkler votes yes.
okay. Is there anyone's name who I did not call? And that is the roll, Chairman.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Clerk. All right, next is item 5, House Bill 5307, the Attorney General's bill, an act concerning price gouging. I'll entertain a motion.
Senator Austin moves.
And is there a second?
Senator Kissel will second that.
Okay, thank you, Senator Kissel. Is there any discussion? Representative D'Agostino?
Mr. Chairman, I have a motion to amend the motion to approve the bill. I think that's right, Rich, right?
Yeah, so motion to amend can be voted on verbally, and then if it's adopted, then the bill as amended can be voted on for final action.
Okay, great. So this, as noted, this is the Attorney General's price gouging bill. Will allow him further ability to investigate and potentially go after violators in the entire chain of production, from manufacturers to distributors to retailers. Currently, he's stopped at the retail level on investigations of price gouging. The change that I have comes from the Attorney General's office. It has to do with the definition of unconscionably excessive price found in the bill. Again, rather than using a set percentage for price gouging, because again, this is really going to vary depending on the product, depending on what's happening in the supply chain, and what he finds. We're using the legal standard of unconscionability, which is embedded in other statutes. It's familiar with the courts. They use it all the time, for example, with unconscionable interest rates. But the definition here is a two-part definition. And I'll read it. It's unconscionably excessive price means A, the amount charged by the seller represents a gross disparity between the price for which an item was sold, rented, or leased immediately prior to the precipitating 14-day event, i.e. the emergency declaration, or when the participating event was reasonably anticipated, or the amount charged by the seller was not attributable to additional costs incurred by the seller in connection with the sale, rental, or lease of an item. The motion is to change the or to an and. So this is instead of two distinct tests, one two-part test. It's a small change, but an important change. And basically what it says is you can have a gross disparity in price, but that is not necessarily price gouging. It only is if, in addition to the price disparity, you also have the price disparity not being attributable to additional costs incurred. Right now, those two concepts would be separate. This moves them together and marries them, and therefore, I don't want to say protects, but realizes the fact that you may have supply chain disruptions that do lead to price spikes, and that is not necessarily price gouging. So the motion is to change the or to an and in subsection 3.
Thank
I
you,
would,
Representative.
I would second that.
Okay, thank you. Is there any discussion on the amendment?
Mr. Chairman, if I may, how did this amendment come to this committee? I like the amendment. I think it tightens it up a little bit. But was there conversations that were had after the public hearing that came to light that, rather than have the two separate scenarios, it should be a two-prong test? I like it, but I just was curious.
Yes, Senator, and it was just an oversight, and the AG's office reached out to me directly to note the change, and they were hoping it could be just a technical change because it is just a word, but because of the meaning, it actually does result in JFS language, and hence we had to do it. We had to do it here separately.
Okay, thank you, and I do support the amendment.
Great. Thank you, Senator Whitcomb. Is there any other discussion?
This is Rep. Cheeseman. I think it's a great change because I do think it tightens it up. It does recognize that because of the supply chain disruptions that we have in fact seen, the retailer, may not be at fault. So I'm delighted the Attorney General's office has offered this fix.
Thank you, Representative Cheeseman.
I would associate
Representative
myself with,
Bertigliano.
I would like to associate myself with Representative Cheeseman's remarks as my thoughts exactly.
Thank you.
This is Rich Hanwright from LCO. Just a point of clarification. Is the amendment in subsection A, subdivision 3, line 14? Is that what we're referring to?
I will take your reference, Rich, if you've got the line in front of you.
That's how I read it.
Then that is correct.
Okay, so in subsection A, just for the clerk's benefit for accuracy, in section 1, subsection A, subdivision 3, line 14, change and to or.
Change
or
to and.
Sorry. Or to and.
And there are actually two ors in that line. So I think it would be, are we connecting Representative D'Agostino the second or, so it would make, you need both items A and B for it to be.
Correct. Delete the or right before subsection B and insert and.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Do you have that?
Yeah, I was gonna ask if, could you repeat the subsection again? It's section A, subsection.
So section 1, subsection A, item 3, line 14, change the second or to and. So the or immediately preceding the B. I don't know if that's item B or.
Item B.
So.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Clerk. All right, so hearing no other discussion, all those in favor, and we can have a voice vote on the amendment, I believe.
Correct.
Correct.
Yes.
So hearing no other discussion, will all those in favor of the amendment please signify by saying aye?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, please say nay. Okay, the ayes have it. So the amendment passes. So we are back to the bill. Is there any further discussion? Okay, hearing no further discussion, then will the clerk call the roll on House Bill 5307 as amended? Item number 5.
Okay, so this is an action for Bill 5307.
We are JFing that to the floor.
JFS.
Fast to the floor.
Yes.
So this is an action to JFS Bill number 5307, an act concerning price gouging. Senator Maroney,
Senator Maroney votes yes.
Representative D'Agostino,
D'Agostino votes yes.
Senator Fonfara, Representative Gibson,
Representative Gibson votes yes.
Senator Whitcos,
Whitcos votes yes.
Representative Rutigliano,
Yes.
Representative Rutigliano, I didn't see your face. Can you,
I'm right here, buddy.
thank
Can you
you.
see me?
Yeah. What was your response?
Yes.
Thank you. Representative Atkert,
Representative Ackert votes yes. Ackert, yes.
Representative Ali Brennan,
Representative Ali Brennan votes yes.
Representative Arconti,
Arconti, yes.
Senator Bradley, Representative Candelaria,
Candelaria votes yes.
Representative Cheeseman,
Cheeseman votes yes.
Representative D'Amelio, Representative Hayes,
Representative Hayes votes yes.
Senator Kissel,
Senator Kissel votes yes.
Representative Luxembourg, Senator Austin,
Austin, yes.
Representative Riley,
Representative Riley votes yes.
Senator Winfield, and Representative Winkler.
Winkler votes yes.
Is there anyone's name who I did not call? And that is the roll.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Clerk. Our next meeting is at 2:30 today. We are having a public hearing. And we will be holding the votes open until 2:15, at which time we will adjourn. So we are in recess until that time. So thank you everyone for attending, and we'll see you at 2:30 at the public hearing.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes,
I have a
Senator
question.
Whitcos, or
No.
Senator Kissel.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Can I just leave it on this Zoom channel and I'll be able to see the public hearing?
No, so the hearing is on a different Zoom link because this is a Zoom meeting. All public hearings are done via Zoom webinar. If you need the link, I can easily resend it to you, but it's a different link than this one.
That would be great. That just would make my life so much easier because I have like a million emails.
Mhm.
I appreciate that, Mr. Clerk.
No problem. Does anyone else need the Zoom link to the webinar?
You may want to just send it out to the whole committee if that's okay, Mr. Clerk.
Well, it's done individually.
Oh,
so
individual.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, then just send it to Senator Kissel. So.
Who's
All right.
pokey when it comes to technology?
So, all right. Any other If not, then we are in recess until 2:15, at which point we'll be adjourned. Thank you and see you all at 2:30. Thank you, Mr. Clerk.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Clerk?
Yes.
I
Senator
just want-
Bradley,
Hey, pleasure. How you doing, sir? I
I'm
just
fine.
want,
How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. I just want to vote in the affirmative for our bills.
Okay, 1 second, please. Yes. Okay, so the first action was to JF items 1 through 4, and the items are bill number 264, 263, 5311, and 5312.
Senator Dennis Bradley votes in the affirmative.
Thank you. And the next action was to JFS bill number 5307, an act concerning price gouging.
Senator Dennis Bradley votes in the affirmative.
Okay, thank you, Senator Bradley.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
You too.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. A lot of
All
snow
right.
down in my area. We just got done removing it in front of my restaurant and stuff. So sorry, I'm have to put you through this.
No, perfectly fine. And it's nice to finally see you face to face because of the whole confusion from our hearing last week.
Yeah, exactly.
But so there were two actions made at our meeting just now. The first action was to JF items 1 through 4, and those items were bill numbers 264.
I saw them. Dave sent me a copy.
Mhm.
So I'm going to be yes on that.
Okay.
On all of them. All right.
Okay, great.
I don't want you to have to go through them all because I kind of saw them already.
Okay, yeah, but and then but also like some of the rules state that we just have to kind of just go through this for.
Oh, okay then. All right. I
formality
apologize. You got it.
Believe me,
So I'm new to all of us.
believe me, if you could just text this to me, if I had it my way, that I would have it like that. I'm a millennial. That's how we do. That's how we do things today. And then the next action was to JFS bill number 5307 and act concerning price gouging.
I'm a yes on that.
Okay. Okay, and that's it.
That's it. Oh,
That's
that
it.
was easy.
Exactly.
You have a great day.
You too.
All right. Take care.
Bye. Hello.
How you
How are you?
doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Thank you for putting up with me.
Nothing. Okay, so the first actions were, well, the first action was to JF bills SB 264, SB 263, HB 5311, and HB 5312, and these were to JF.
Yep. I am a Representative Luxembourg votes yes on JFing all four of those out of committee.
Okay. And then action 2 was to make amendments to bill HB 5307. It was a section 1, subsection A, item 3, line 14. It was changing the second or to an and.
And do you mind me asking who offered that amendment?
It was so it was Representative D'Agostino who offered it, and then Senator Kissel who seconded, I believe.
Again, oh, thank you so much. I'm a Representative Luxembourg votes yes to that change.
And that was it.
That's it.
That's it.
Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate your accommodation.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
I'll
Yeah,
see you.
no
I'll see you
problem.
soon at the public hearing.
Okay, great. All right. See you in like a half hour.
Thank you again. You do a great job, Sam.
Thank you. I'm trying. Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.
You must be Samuel.
Yes, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Samuel. You are very persistent. I like that. Every time I open up my phone or whatever, there's your name.
I try to make sure that all communication is clear, concise, and everyone is fully informed in everything.
Well, you're doing that, my friend. You're doing that.
Thank you. Okay, so there were 2 actions made at this committee meeting, and the first action was to JF Bills SB 264, SB 263.
Well, tell me what those are first, Samuel.
Sure thing. So they were the first 4 items on the agenda. So SB 264 was an act concerning fair reimbursement to retail dealers of power and equipment.
Yes.
Bill number 2, it was SB 263, an act concerning club permit and non-profit club fees, permit fees.
Yes.
Item 3 was HB 5311, which was an act concerning vessels, vehicles, and in-state transporters permits for alcoholic liquor.
Well, I don't know about it, but yes.
And then HB 5312 was an act concerning acceptable forms of currency as payment in local businesses.
Tell me what that is. Do you know?
I don't know off the top of my head, but if you went, do you have the agenda up with you?
Well, let me see if I can find it real quick.
Also, the agenda that I sent out to the committee, it also houses every single bill that was on the agenda as well. So it's a kind of like a quick hyperlink as well.
Is that was something you sent today?
I sent it yesterday. It was a committee meeting packet.
All right, let me see. Just give me 1 minute here, Sam. You go by Sam or Samuel?
I go by Sam, but on paper, it's just Samuel.
All right, Sam.
I'll answer to both. I'm trying to be more adult, use my full name, be more professional.
Sure. All right, it's not that one. This is the speaking order. That's not that one, right?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, you know what? You probably sent it to my
your Gmail.
No, that if you send it to my Gmail, I should see it. But I'm not, Sam.
Do you have your CGA email open?
No, I never look at it. That's all right. I'm voting with the chair anyway, so I'm going to vote yes.
Okay.
You got one more for me?
Yes, and the next action was to make amendments to bill number HB 5307, which is an act concerning price gouging. And the amendment was for section 1, subsection A, item 3, line 14. They wanted to change the second or to an and.
Really? Okay. That's a yes.
Yeah.
Is that it, Sam?
That's it.
Great.
Okay. Also, just for future reference, so for everything that I send you, it should be all sent to your Gmail. Okay, great.
I never look at. I should, but I leave that to my aide, and if he doesn't send me it, then I don't know about it.
Okay. Yeah. So, and I just because there was a little confusion with when I was sending out everyone's links to the public hearing. I couldn't use your Gmail because the way that our Zoom accounts are set up, we can only send them to Gmail accounts. Oh no, not Gmail. CGA. Account. So what I'll do from now on is I will add your CGA email to it, but then I'll just go in and then copy and then just send it to your individual Gmail.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
No problem. My pleasure.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
Take care.
You too.
Bye now.